Hey ManCave, this is Bob for DaBob's N-Scale ManCave, and today's the next episode in the Free-moN N-Scale module build called Taconite Harbor. Let's see what we have for you today. Okay, we got another update. Today is the 15th of June. I've got roughly 4 weeks left to get this all done and ready for use at Elk City and then Chattanooga for the Anna Maria Convention. Not a whole lot done over here since the last time, but I did put in that little corner section over there. I'll show you that in a little bit. I did put in this foam up here, this foam here. This piece of shaper sheet is in place there. It's not glued down yet. I was still working around getting everything situated where it's going to fit right before I hot glue it in. These are glued in. These 2 pieces are glued in. Well, three pieces actually. And this piece and this piece as well. Needed to get my seam right. And I now have to figure out the water, the stream coming through here. In some way I may have to, trim this down a little bit and, make that more of a wider area, but got to figure that out. But anyway, I got to get the water to come up probably in this area here and finish off the stream. It's going to be kind of a deep kind of multi-tiered waterfall kind of thing, I think, going down there. It's the only way I can figure out how to go and drop 2 inches real quick like that, or about 2 inches. So I'll tear it up a little bit and figure it out. Or I may just put some shaper sheet in here and make that, or not. Yeah, it's a work in progress. And I got a few pieces over here I need to fill in. This will probably end up being plaster cloth or not. Haven't decided yet. Anyway, I put in some more foam over here on this piece and this piece and this whole big piece and this big piece and this piece. They're all kind of glued down. It took a day to get them all glued down. I've carved the walls a little bit back. Probably still going to need some work on that. It's got to be scenic up and everything, of course, but that's the way it's going. I do have to get this section in here cut to fill in this gap, and probably ending somewhere around here so that it stays all kind of sloped. So I'm going to kind of slope it up along here and get to about there and then level it off over there. It is rather higher up here in reality, but in functionality for Free-moN, I need some way of being able to get into the track and manipulate a train that may have derailed or something's going on there, but hopefully it doesn't come to that, and everything runs just great downhill and uphill. So my manufacturer is almost done remaking these switches. He said it's the best work he's ever done in his life for making switches, and that's pretty good. He's proud of it, and I'm proud that he's doing it, and I really appreciate it. And I'm very grateful that I have someone there who can help me with some of these switches, because that's another hobby I have not gotten into, and I'm not sure I want to. But anyway, there are people out there that'll do that, and that's great. So I got this piece put in, and I got room under there for my bolt to come in and out. And it's starting to really look good. I think I'm going to after I get that one corner piece put in, I'm going to start working on this center piece. And I may also redo the wiring and how this section of track gets connected to power. Because right now it's going to the reverse loop power that's on a circuit or bus bar down there, right by the PSX AR. And so it's basically the same, electrically it's the same. But functionality, there's a gap right here. And so all this track could be on the same polarity all the way around till it hit here. And then it switches. And this piece right here is too short of a piece of track for a reverse loop. So I'm going to probably take the power that's connected up to that, connect it up to some Anderson pole connectors, connect down here so that this track is electrically connected to this one and this whole module here, and disconnect this one here and over here. Probably just take these wires, move them over to the other side, and that way this whole section from here all the way down to the switch will be my reverse loop, or the sensing area that it will detect that there's a short. And so if I have a long set of locomotives, you know, they all have to have all the locomotives in the same section to reverse the polarity so that it gets correct when it comes out of the loop. So that's my thinking. Because the first time I ran everything through here, it got to this point and it started flashing around and freaking out, and I don't think it was right. So I'm going to try that and see how that works. It's a possibility that that's what I need to do. But electrically, it just looks fine. But there's no solid power between all the sections because the track is split. You know, there's gaps in that. So that's probably what I need to do. Well, if I'm wrong, leave a comment down below and give me some ideas, because right now everything on this side is reverse loop, and there's these tracks are both isolated, and everything over on the dock over to the seam over here is going to be reverse loop, and then from the brown part over there all the way to the other switch will be regular mainline power. So I've got to figure that out. And hey, I have a visitor on my dock. That's a big old bug. Summertime. Well, anyway, guys, till the next update. Okay, a short update. It is the 17th of June, and I put in this piece with a little bit of trouble because the first piece I cut was way over here. I thought I was drawing. I mean, when you lay stuff on top of things, it's kind of hard to get a curved kind of line. So I had extra, so I cut another piece. You know, you got to get the edges just right, and you know, try and get all the way around on the edge with as least amount of gap as possible. So I think I got that in, glued it in, and that's where I am at right now. But I had this other module over here that I won in Evanston 24, and I was supposed to, you know, make it look better and everything, because it was just brown, plain, you know, just a track on there, no ballast, everything else. So I said, you know, I got some foam. I'm going to gussy this thing up a little bit and make it, well, look like a scene of some sort. So what I'm planning on doing I'm probably going to cut back this a little bit more so I can put some rock face all along the inside without the trains hitting the rock face as it goes around. And then I've got sort of a, kind of a inlet, water inlet cut into the foam that's here. I'm going to have to put some plaster down in here, smooth it all out, paint it, and some water kind of scene here. Not sure what I'm going to do. Probably just, maybe put a road that goes around over on here or not. Haven't quite decided that yet, since we're not supposed to put roads near the ends, because it just doesn't work out. But anyway, theoretically, this piece can hook up at the end of the module over there to turn the module 30 degrees. And so it's a good little piece there to extend the module and adjust Taconite Harbor left and right if it needs to, because you just flip it around, it goes the other way, So that's the plan for this. I want to try and get that one painted up and some detail on there as well. While I'm working on Taconite Harbor at the same time, I can do both. So when I start putting in plaster cloth, when I start putting some plaster cloth on here to smooth out some of the bumps and everything that are not going to be exposed foam, that's what I'll kind of be able to do all the stuff over here and the details when I'm putting in another rock face material along this side here, along these sides, and everything else. It'll be coming along. And I've got, like 32 days left to get some good scenery on here. So that's going to be my focus for the next month, is getting these things done. Well, once my track comes in, I got to do that too, obviously. But still waiting for that. Believe the track is pretty much done. You had to glue some ties on the bottom of the track because all these wood ties need to get glued on, and I think that's happening right now. So we'll see. Till the next update. Okay, real quick update on June 18th. I just got done putting in these two pieces here with some hot glue and shaper sheet, and I got these pieces in over here. I glued in those two foam pieces right here with the scissors on top, and I've done something new. I printed out some rock wall face pieces that I designed. Just tinkering around and found some stuff. This is one design, and this is the other design. And so they kind of look like rock wall, chipped rock and stuff like that. Still got to paint it up, but these are 1.5 inch square pieces, so they fit right up against a 1.5 inch piece of foam on that rock face. So it's a curved one, so that's why I cut it in little tiny pieces, 1.5 inch pieces, so I could bend the shape of it, and hot glued it in. So now I'm gonna have to put a little bit of color on it, a couple of different shades of gray or something on there to make it kind of meld in. Maybe a little bit of darker gray, black, a little bit of that, some white. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But anyway, I also put in this shaper sheet up here in this corner and across here and over here, kind of fill in some of those gaps. And I'm making the stream go down here to the waterfall that goes in there. So that's part of that whole scene. And it'll start looking pretty good once I start doing some more of that scenery stuff on it, and giving it some paint and some textures and so forth. The thought is that this module here, if I'm using it, would go right here, This water feature here is feeding the river. So in reality, this isn't here. The stream goes farther and farther back up into Minnesota, but for this purposes, this is going to feed that stream there. So that's been the real quick update. It's getting closer and closer to getting finished. My manufacturer has mailed me my new switches. They're in the mail, so when they get here, I'll be putting those in and getting the track finalized on the dock. So that's been a real quick update for today. Got tomorrow off because it's a holiday, so guess what? I'll be working on this and trying to take some pictures of the College World Series, the locomotives that are out there at home plate, get some pictures of those, and come back and work on this. Till the next update. So if this is your first time visiting DaBob's N-Scale ManCave, consider subscribing down below. Also ring that bell down below to get notified of future videos just like this one. Also, leave a comment. Tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, and as always, give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Till next time, ManCavians, happy model railroading. You stay off those tracks. Bye.